got married at Lockwood.
Oh, okay.
Because my wife was a parachute picking up as to, my wife was a parachute rigger at Tuskegee Army Airfield. When I came back, I'm an instructor. I'm instructing new cadets, and I see this young thing riding up and down the line on one of these little scooters. She packed parachutes. And we struck up a conversation, and it was friendship, and so when Tuskegee Army Airfield is closed up, and we're transferred up to Lockhorn, she transfers up to Lockhorn also in her job as a parachute rigger, hacker. And while we were there, we decided to be married. So we're married. And 6 or 8 months later, I'm cashiered out of the service. And we go to Detroit, we come to Detroit, and we set up residence in Detroit. That's when I go back to school and find out I have to go 2 years of chemistry, and Wayne State University. Talked to a science administrator, science educator, and said, well, Mr. Jefferson, with your science background, with a semester of practice teaching, I can guarantee you a job. Another thing? By the way, we're making $3,000 a year. That was big money. God, I think about it now. And as a veteran, an extra $1,000. Wow. Yeah. $4,000 a year. That's how I started off at Duffield. Duffield. Duffield School. Shane and Lafayette. 1948.
Okay.
1948.
Okay.
Years ago.
Yeah. Right. So now you're back. I know you mentioned some names of your classmates and friends. Have you stayed in touch with people of your class?
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Sure, quite.
Robert Martin in Chicago. Well, there are only 2 or 3 of us still living. Robert Martin in Chicago. Bynum. That was Bynum's first name. Bynum's in San Diego. O'Neill is dead. That's all. Oh, just the 2 or 3 of us.
Okay. And Mr. Jefferson, how old are you?
86.
Okay.
November 15th. 86.
Okay. Just to sort of wrap it up just a little bit, I know you have a very, very fulfilled life, it seems. Your wartime experience, and this is just a generic question, your wartime experience and everything. How
do I feel?
Yeah, how did it affect your life, so to speak? And how did it feel?
The military life during World War II was the best thing that ever happened.
Oh, okay.
It opened up tremendous opportunities, opened up avenues. I think many times, if the war had not come along, I more than likely would have been a science major or research chemist or something. But the adventure from all over the world, it's been a possibility to me. I've been all over the world, space available. As in the reserves, wherever you are, if there's a seat on an airplane, you can go. During the past years, I've been all over the world. Far East, Alaska, you name it. It's opened up everything.
Between 47 and 79 in the reserve, what did you do?
I was in the reserve squadron at Selkirk Air Force Base.
Okay.
We were at the during the Cold War. We were in a squadron, recovery squadron. That's one line. Recovery squadron. If the B-52s went to Russia, and they returned. More than likely, Selfridge and these other bases would be bombed. Where would we go to recover these B-52s? I was in a squadron that was set up, portable, very mobile. We were mobile to go into any city and set up a base to recover these B-52s. Recovery squadron. I was the executive officer in the 5504.
Okay.
Well, don't put that in there. 5504th Recovery Squadron.
Okay.
I was the executive officer.
Okay.
And as the exec, because I had wings and a teacher's certificate, I was in charge of OJT, on-the-job training for all the enlisted personnel. I was in charge of making sure that they passed the 05, the 07, the 09, in charge of all the promotions. This in itself is exciting. Just the responsibility.
Sure.
Opening up new venues.
Okay, I thought I had two more questions. From a life, I know you mentioned your military experience, but from a life lesson standpoint, what did you, let's say, learn from the military service?
I learned one thing. Nobody loves you except your mother.
Oh. Okay.
Everybody in the world is crazy except you and me. This is on a self-protective attitude. Everybody's crazy except you and me. And sometimes I'm not so sure about you.
I've heard that before.
It protects you that you are on the alert to keep up your guard, making sure that when you make a decision, you've done your research and you know what you're talking about in order to back up your word. You find out your word is not very much unless you do your research and you come up lacking. As an officer, I don't want to brag. I made captain before the zone. As an officer, there's a certain time limit that you're eligible to make promotion. I made captain before that time limit. If you turn down the second time, automatically you're cashed out. I made major before the zone. I made lieutenant colonel before the zone. Because